Hey private practice owners, in today's video I will cover CMS 1500, explain what it is, how to submit it, and what information goes in each box. And if you're new to insurance billing, we also have a free on-demand video course for therapists. I've included a link for you to enroll below this video. And don't forget to subscribe to get more videos like this today. Let's dive in. What is CMS 1500? The CMS 1500 is the standard claim form for outpatient medical and professional services, including therapy. You've probably seen red ink on white paper with all of these different boxes. And it was first developed by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, as CMS, and has since become the industry standard form for filing insurance claims. How to submit the CMS 1500? Some health insurance companies require that you submit paper claims and some require it electronically. If you must submit a paper claim CMS 1500, make sure to familiarize yourself with the form's formatting rules. So, does the insurance company want you to handwrite it, or do they want you to fill out the form digitally by typing? Or does the insurance company have any rules regarding the font, bolding the words, printing requirements, etc.? So you always must follow the rules so your paper claims are not rejected due to incorrect formatting. If the insurance company allows you to submit claims electronically or on paper, consider doing electronically. Filling out claims by hand or typing every time you need to submit claims will take a very long time. You can also submit claims electronically on your EHR. And what are some benefits of submitting claims via EHRs? One is you save time. So if you use EHR integrated with a clearinghouse, for example, TheraPlatform is, you enter all the required information needed for the claim once, and the system will automatically pull all the data from your client's charts into CMS 1500, and then behind the scene, if you're using EHR, this is done electronically in a specific file format, which is then submitted to the clearinghouse, and from clearinghouse it goes to the insurance. And another benefit is fewer errors and faster payment. So filling out forms by hand may of course lead to more data errors, resulting in rejected claims and longer wait time for reimbursement. And the final benefit of submitting it on the EHR is ease. It's simpler to track claim status when you submit them electronically, and it helps you to streamline everything in your private practice. How to fill out a CMS 1500 and what information goes in each box. Please keep in mind that there is universal information required by all health insurance companies on CMS 1500, and some information is required by some, but not all health insurance companies. So always refer to the manual provided by each insurance company and familiarize yourself with what they require. And again, you can take our free video course on insurance billing as well too. And in this course, we do talk about what universal information is always required and which information varies from payer to payer. Now let's have a look at the form. The CMS 1500 you are viewing right now was generated and filled out on TheraPlatform, which is an EHR and practice management with telehealth solution for therapists. The first half of the CMS 1500 is devoted to your patient's information and insurance information. So under box 1, mark the payer to which you're sending this claim to. For example, if you're sending this claim to Medicare, mark the box beneath Medicare with an X. If you are sending this claim to a commercial payer, mark the box beneath Group Health Plan with an X. Box 1A, here is where you enter the insured's ID number as shown on the insurance card. Box 2 is where you input the patient's name just as it appears on the insurance card. Under box 3, you enter the patient's date of birth and gender. Box 4, here's where you enter insured's name just like it appears on the card. Box 5, patient's address, and every insurance doesn't require the insured's phone number, so check with each insurance if you need to report the phone number under box 5 or not. Box 6, here is where you enter the patient's relationship to the insured. For example, if the patient is the actual insured, mark self. If the patient has insurance under their spouse, mark spouse. If a child, mark child, etc. Under box 7, enter the insured's address. Box 8, you keep it blank. And box 9, so if you marked 11D as yes for secondary insurance, you need to enter information under 9 boxes. If your patient doesn't have a secondary insurance, then you leave these boxes blank. So if they do have insurance, mark 11D box as yes, and then come back to box 9 and enter the other insured's name if applicable. Under box 9A, enter other insured's policy or group number. Boxes 9B and C, you can leave blank. Box 9D is where you enter insurance plan or program name. And under boxes 10, so 10A, B, and C, check the boxes that apply to your patient to indicate that the condition of the patient you treat is related to employment, auto accident, or other accident. If you mark that the patient's condition is due to an auto accident, you must report the state postal code in which the accident occurred. Box 11, again, if you marked yes under 10A or 10B, you would enter the insured's policy group or FECA number under 11. Box 11A is where you enter insured's date of birth and sex. Box 11B is the other claim ID number. If you're submitting a claim to a property or casualty payer such as homeowners or workers' comp, you would have to enter the correct modifier to the left of the vertical dotted line and the relevant claim casualty number to the right. If this is not applicable, you can leave this section blank. Box 11C is where you enter insurance plan name or program. Enter the name of the insurance or program that you indicated in item 1A. And also check with the payer, like health insurance, and determine whether you need to replace the insurance plan's name with the primary payer's identification number. So box 11D, you mark this if your patient has a secondary and primary insurance. Box 12, this is where patient authorized person signature goes to. Box 13 is the insured or authorized person signature. And basically 12 and 13 include all these legal signatures. Or input signature on file, or what they call SOF, and the signed date, with month, day, and year, to indicate that the patient or an authorized person has authorized the release of their medical information to process the claim. If there is no signature on file, you basically leave this field as blank. The bottom half of the CMS 1500 is devoted to diagnoses, treatment, and providers' information. So box 14 is for onset date, and not every health insurance requires entering the onset date, so always check with each health insurance. And the onset date basically is when the patient's illness, injury, or pregnancy occurred. Boxes 15 and 16, check if you need to enter any information here with the insurance. Box 17, here is where you enter the name of the referring provider. And again, every insurance is going to be different. So some of them may require you to enter a referring provider's name and some of them won't. So check. If they don't need this, leave this blank. If they do, enter the referring provider name and then go to box 17A to enter referring provider additional ID. And if you're required, again, to enter referring provider information, go to box 17B to enter the referring provider's 10-digit NPI number. Boxes 18 and 12 and 20, most of the time this is not applicable, but if you need to enter this information, refer to the manual of the insurance company or call them. Box 19, additional claim information, again, not always needed, so just check with the insurance. Box 21 is where you enter diagnosis or nature of illness or injury, so basically ICD codes. Box 22, you only need to fill this out if you are resubmitting the claim, and there are different codes. So, for example, code 7 must be entered if prior claim is replaced, or code 8 if prior claim is voided or cancelled. Under box 23, you can enter prior authorization number if this is applicable. In box 24, a service line where you basically report information regarding services you provided. So under 20A, you enter service dates. 24B, here you enter 2-digit place of service code, and you need to use the CMS's place of service code. And if you're using an EHR, you will be able to pull these codes from the EHR as well too. Box 24C is used to indicate if service was an emergency. If it wasn't, you leave this box blank. Box 24D is where you enter CPT code associated with a service you provided. And you can also see enter modifiers next to it only if insurance requires them. So not every health insurance requires modifiers. So always check with each insurance. If they don't need any modifiers, you leave this space blank. Under box 24E, enter the diagnosis code reference letters referenced in box 21 to show which diagnosis this service is meant to address. So don't enter the total ICD codes in this box, just the letters that are in front of the full ICD-10 under box 21. Under box 24F, enter the charge amount, so your fee you bill for the CPT code with the following format. Put whole numbers to the left of the dividing line, cents go to the right, and if the amount charged is a whole number, use 00 to represent cents. Don't use dollar signs, decimals, or periods in this field. And again, as you do this electronically, this will automatically populate. You won't even have to think about it. But if you do it with the pen, make sure you follow this request. Box 24G. This field is only for timed CPT codes. So if the service you provided is untimed, you leave this field blank. If your service is timed, enter the number of units in 15-minute increments following the 8-minute rule. And if you're not sure about this, we do have a separate blog and video talking about the 8-minute rule. So you can go to our YouTube channel and pull this up. Just type in 8-minute rule Thera platform and you'll be able to see this video on the YouTube, or you can refer to our blog. And box 24H, if you need to report family planning, you will use this box. For most of us, this is not really applicable. Box 24J is where you can enter the individual NPI of whichever provider is listed as the rendering provider on each appointment. You don't always need to submit claims with the rendering provider's NPI in this box, so always check with the insurance and your contract with them to see if you need to fill out box 24J or leave it blank. Now, box 24I is used to show the appropriate qualifier for the ID listed in the 24J box for the rendering providers. The qualifiers will indicate the non-NPI number being reported. The NUCC defines the following qualifiers that can be used: 0B state license number, 1G provider UPIN number, G2 provider commercial number, and ZZ provider taxonomy. Box 25 is where you enter federal tax ID number, and you can enter social security number here or tax ID number depending on how you file your taxes. So if you are a solo proprietary business, one individual who's not incorporated, you would enter your social security number. However, if you are an individual who formed a business as one person, but you are incorporated, then enter the tax ID number here. Depending on which number you provide, mark the box beneath EIN or Social Security SSN with an X. Box 26 is where you enter the patient's account number. Now, this is the number you will have in your EHR that automatically assigns the number when you add a new client onto the EHR. Now, if you don't use an EHR, you will most likely have some type of accounting system in place, which will also have the patient's account number. Box 27, mark yes or no to let the payer know if you accept or not assignment under the payer's terms. Box 28, here is where you sum up all of the charges from the box 24F. The whole numbers should be to the left of the dividing line and cents on the right and no punctuation. Box 29 is where you enter amount paid. So sum up any payments you received from the patient or other payers. Box 30, this box should be left blank. Box 32 is for service facility location. You don't always need to report this information in this box. So I'll just check with the insurance as well too. Box 33 is for billing provider information. 33A is where you enter the NPI of the billing provider, and this could be individual or group depending on how you file your taxes and contract with your insurance. Box 33B, sometimes this needs to be filled out and sometimes you leave it blank. So some of the insurance companies will require that you enter taxonomy code in 33B, but not always. So always double check with the insurance. There you have it, CMS 1500 explained. I hope you found this video useful. Let me know by clicking the like icon below. And if you want to learn the ins and outs of insurance billing, enroll in our free on-demand video course for therapists. I've included the link for you below this video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this one. Have a great day and see you next time.